welcome back to the channel. Yeah, you know it's been a while, but I'm back. We're back like we never left. And today I am back with a mukbang, obviously, plus story time. And there's also going to be a second part to this vlog, but I'll let you know later on in the video about that. So today my story time is about me almost dying parasailing in California. And it's gonna get real intense, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. It's kind of a scary / relieving type of story, might I say. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna eat for a little bit, and then I'm going to tell you what I've been up to, and then I'm gonna get into the story time. So let's get this mukbang started. As you can see, I'm alone today. My sister is at home. Mama bear things, you know. So I'm doing this by myself today. Got me some pure leaf tea, my fave. I usually get the purple one, the extra sweet, but I call myself trying to be like healthy or whatever. Let's get started though. I got just some crab legs, some shrimp. No shrimp. I got sausage, little mini potatoes. I got some boiled eggs, corn. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My little personal, you know, boil or whatever. We're gonna get started. No napkin. So you go. Fire. I'm going to tell you my Who Killed Sarah story. Because when I tell y'all, wow, that's hot. Woo! When I tell y'all my story, you're going to be like, what the? So, what have I been up to then? I pretty much just been, you know, doing my mom thing in the house with the kids because they are doing school online right now. It's like all remote learning, so I've just been in the house with them, and they're driving me crazy, of course. You know, I plan on coming out with like some new pieces to my jewelry line. Follow the Body Bar on Instagram and the Body Bar on Facebook also. You just see a little bit of what I do. But that's pretty much it. I just really been in the house. Oh, I took my trip obviously to California with a couple of friends. I had fun for the most part till like the last day. There's always something that happens at the end. It's crazy. So the second part to this video is just probably gonna be like clips of my vacation leading up into the parasailing accident. When I tell you I had a ball, I was riding bikes, scooters. I had a blast, like I really did. And that was my first time visiting California. Yes, I do plan on going back, but it won't be to parasail, I can tell you that much. So let me get into the story because I'm taking too much time trying to eat and stuff. So I scheduled my parasailing probably like the day before we went parasailing. It was really last minute. And what was it called? It was like, I can't even think of the name. So, I already knew, like, all right, so look, I'm gonna start from the beginning. We're waiting, we pay our money, we're waiting. And then like when you go parasailing, it's usually with like a group of people, like other people are going to go up on the parasail also. So we in line with our group and stuff, and we getting on our boat, you know. Everything was still cool. We drive out to, you know, the a little bit off the shore so everybody could take their turn and stuff. And a couple people went before us, and they was big. I'm not even trying to say it to be mean, but I don't know if that was any causing anything that happened, but all the people who went before us were like bigger type of people. And I knew something was wrong when the wind was blowing real hard and the boat, it seemed like the waves was like taking over the boat. I knew. I'm like, dang, this boat can't even take these waves. The wave was just disrespecting the boat, for real. So we're waiting for everybody, to take their turn. It's freezing, like, you know what I'm saying? The water's getting on the boat. It's just splashing. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, just like cold as hell. Because the wind was blowing too. Like, that's like the further out you get out on the ocean, it gets windy too. Like, especially, and the waves are crazier. So we're out there, people's going up. Everybody a couple people go before us. I think there was like one other like two other people to go after my partner and who I was going up with. So everybody's going up, taking their turn. And I kept having this gut feeling like, man, something ain't right, man. Something ain't right. And then it comes our turn. We all giggity, ha, 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 having a good old time. So we goes up slowly, like everybody else. We're up there. Meanwhile, man, I tell you, we're only supposed to be up there for like 10 minutes in this, like on the parasail. So 10 minutes goes past. I'm like, okay, ooh, fun, yada, yada, yada. Dang, then it's 20 minutes. I'm like, dang, we still up here. Well, we wasn't even really paying attention at first because we're just up there enjoying, the view and all that. In the water, the ocean. It was real beautiful. Like, so we're not paying attention. Then I'm like 30 minutes and we're still up there. I'm like, now something's really not right. So that made me focus in on the boat and see what's going on down there and why they ain't reeling us back in. And I see one of the crew members, they're pacing. They're going back and forth from the front of the boat to the back of the boat. They got buckets. They're pouring water and back into the ocean out the boat. I'm like, okay, something's definitely wrong because they are pouring water. They got buckets, first of all, and they're pouring water out. And I'm just like, something is wrong. I started panicking. So bad, I started throwing up in the sky still. Like, I'm still connected to my harness and all that. We're just like, it's about to go down. That was my thoughts. I didn't even think about like the rope breaking or none of that. I'm just thinking like I'm finna drown. Like, all I kept thinking, like, I'm finna drown. And I used to could swim. I don't know what happened because it didn't help. It did not help. So they're like, pull the emergency cord or something. Now this emergency cord is supposed to drop in the water, fill up, like some little like thing that's connected to it. It's supposed to fill up and it's like supposed to pull you slowly down into the water. When we pulled the emergency cord, it broke instantly. I'm like, okay, we're gonna die. Like, we're dying. Oh, it's over. We're dead. Good night. Like, I'm gonna just pray. You know what I'm saying? That's how I felt. I'm like, we're dead. But, so, the emergency thing broke off. I'm throwing up in the air still. I'm just panicking. I'm panicking. So, a rescue boat was coming from afar. I can see it. But that didn't help. We're slowly coming down a little bit. Our legs and feet, boom, hits the water, freezing. When I tell you this water was freezing cold, I'm talking about bucket of ice water, like. But then, like, we lifted back up because, like, they couldn't even control the winch. The winch broke, first of all. The winch broke that we're connected to. They couldn't reel us back in. The motor went out on the boat. They couldn't even move no more. So they're stuck. We're stuck up there. The boat's filling up with water with all these people on it who went before us. And yeah, we're just stuck in the air, panicking. So once once the rescue boat gets to the other boat, they connect to our string that's connected to us. And that's how we were able to do a water landing. There was like, they couldn't like get underneath us and let us land in the boat, which I wish they could have, but we would have probably got hurt by trying to land in the boat. And then like the string could have probably got connected underneath, just anything. So they connected to our string. We slowly drift down into the water. Boom, hits the water, cold as ever again. That time, like, I think my body went into shock because, like, I started hyperventilating. I'm literally having an anxiety attack, like, very bad. I'm crying. I'm like, please, y'all, please save me. I cannot do this. I mean, I had on a life jacket, yeah, but the waves were so intense. Like, the water was going out over our heads. I'm swallowing salt water. And it's just the most horrible thing I've ever been through in my life, besides pushing a baby out. But it was just like it was just horrible. I'm swallowing salt water. So we had to like actually make our way to the rescue boat because they couldn't get close to us because I guess like we could have probably like got sucked underneath. So we had to make our way to the rescue boat. The rescue boat got still connected to our string that was holding us up in the air. So once we get to the rescue boat, there's like an assistant diver or something. He dove in. That's when my body just went limp. I couldn't do nothing. Like, so the waves just coming over our heads. I'm just damn near drowning. I'm swallowing salt water. They grabbed me. They're trying to unhook me because we're still connected to this string that we were up in the air on. They're yanking, trying to get me off. And I'm like, my body just gave up. Like, I know you can't like do that in certain situations, but like my body just gave up on me. I couldn't do nothing. Like, I couldn't do nothing. I was done. Like, it was over for me, like literally. And I'm just like, I'm dead. I just gave up. They got me off. Somehow and then we're in the front of the boat at this point, in front of the rescue boat. After they got me off, it like disconnected me from the string. They gathered me down the side of the boat. Like, they had to pull me because my body wouldn't, like, I couldn't do anything. So they got me to the back of the boat where like, you know, there's like little steps that you can walk up. And they're like, come on, climb up. I said, look, you got to pull me up because I don't have no energy. My body gave up. We're in this water. You know what I'm saying? It's freezing. Like, I'm in shock. Like, I felt like I was about to, like, go through. What is that called when you freeze almost? Like, no. Like, when your hands and shit could turn blue. What is that called? I don't know. But, bruh. So they pulled me up on the boat because I couldn't do it. I'm like, you got to pull me up. I don't have no energy. They pulled me up onto the rescue boat. They just slid me onto the like floor of the boat because I couldn't sit up. I couldn't do nothing. My body was literally limp. I instantly started throwing up all over their boat, like threw up everywhere. I'm landing my throw up. I know it sounds horrible and I'm eating, but it doesn't bother me. But I'm landing my throw up, and I kept telling myself I'm not lifting my head up to see anything or anybody until we reach the shore. That's what I kept saying to myself. Like, I'm not about to lift my head up because I would have probably like had a whole attack again all over. So they got us both disconnected. We're on the boat. We're heading back to the shore. I'm still throwing up salt water and whatever I ate previous to even parasailing. I'm freezing. I have on these wet, soaking clothes. Mind you, what did I have on? I had on a swimming suit with like a cover up, and I had on some sandals. Our shoes was actually still on the other boat. So once they got us onto the rescue boat, we didn't even have shoes on. So They got us back to the shore. Gave us like some blankets and stuff. They refunded us our money too because they like felt sorry and shit. But being as though we signed a waiver, yes, they make you sign a waiver before you parasail because of shit like that. And they said they do like 5 water landings a year, and we was in at 5 for this year. I was just like, oh my gosh. So meanwhile, while we're back on the shore, the other boat full of people who we were out there with were still stuck because the motor went out on the boat. So they're stuck out there waiting for a towboat to tow them back to shore. So they're probably out there freezing. The boat's probably just getting threw around by the waves, all types of stuff. So I'm just like, I just was praying the whole time, you know what I'm saying? I never felt that way before, or even like had that much of anxiety in me to where I felt like I'm going to die. Like, that was really a horrible situation, and I don't wish it on nobody. That was actually my second time parasailing. The first time, it was amazing. There's actually a video on our channel if you go down when we went to Miami. So the first time, it was amazing. It was beautiful weather, no waves. Like, it was nice. You know what I'm saying? And this time, worst experience ever. I will never parasail again. I was in like a very bad state of mind after that. I feel like I was kind of depressed. Like, because I felt like I really almost lost my life. I could have got taken over by like an ocean. Like, it got me so scared of oceans and all that right now. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll still probably get back on a boat, but parasail, no. Nope. And they didn't even reimburse the people who went before us. They're like, oh, well, they got to get their turn. But being as though we the ones who got stuck up there, it just had to happen on our turn. Not saying it should have happened on anybody's turn, because that's just like really, like, it was really horrible. It was really horrible. And I was really so scared. It was just the worst thing I've ever been through. And I promise you, I will never parasail again. Because third time be a charm. I think like that. It's not good to think that way, but third time's a charm. And if I was to go again, I'll probably really not be sitting here making no more YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? I'll be somewhere 6 feet under. I lost my Bomb and Chanel glasses out there in that water. Wallet. I still had my phone and my purse connected onto me. It was crazy. Like, I had everything on me. I just had lost my sunglasses. And the person who I was parasailing with lost their wallet. So it was just so horrible. Like, it had me scared to get back on the plane going home after that. Because I was just so shook up. I know my mouth's messy, y'all, but I got to eat. But that was an experience for me. And I just had to let you guys in on it, to let you know why I haven't been recording. I definitely went through like a really bad depression after that. Like, I wasn't even leaving my house. Oh, I got something on my teeth. I wasn't leaving my house. I was staying in the house, in the bed. Like, I was really messed up about that. People thought I was being dramatic, but it really was like something that scorns me for life, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even get to eat most of my food, but I'm full. I get full quick. But I really had to let you guys in on that story time. And I will be posting my Cali vlog also. Just like clips and videos of my, you know, just my vacation. And I had fun, and, you know, I had a good time. And yeah, so thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you already haven't. And stay tuned, because we're going to be dropping bangers all summer. We're going to be back like we never left. So stay tuned for Golden Girls TV. Golden Girls TV. You know I'm extra or whatever. But I'll talk to y'all. Deuces.